Yes, they do. Both parties do definitely suck, Johnson. All right. All right. Yeah. All right, people, how you doing? My name is Tim Black. There's no phone lines tonight. There's tomorrow. My bad. Good enough. All right. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Tim Black Show, guys. This is late, but never. It would be worse. Better late than never, right? Welcome to the Tim Black Show, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope. Glad to have you. Couple of things we're going to run down here tonight just to kind of get people caught up on a couple of things. I want to say happy MLK Day, though there's nothing to be really happy about MLK Day. Still acknowledging that it's today. And had a great show today earlier. Let me go make sure people can hear real quick. You guys good? Facebook, YouTube, you guys okay? How's the audio? You guys all right? I don't want it up too loud, but I want to make sure people can hear. Looks like, hey guys, happy King Day all day. Still the king. Diana M16, thank you so much. Gara, what's going on? We okay, Facebook? I did hit the thing. Did I do the thing? I did the thing. Okay. Yeah, we're doing okay. Facebook, thank you. Thank you. Bob, what's up? Annette, thank you. Okay, so we got a couple Trump voters in the house. That's cool. All right. Do what you do. Tim says you can hear. Tim Lamb says I can hear you, but your shirt isn't loud enough. Hey, man, sometimes I was too busy. Last time I was a little bit too busy. What's up, Jimmy T, Dolores Pierce, Tracy Lee, Eric, Harvey, Amy, Dion. Okay, so we're looking good on both platforms, Periscope. I'm going to have to go with a little bit of faith on you guys, and then we're going to go ahead and get started. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. There's not really much to report today because everything is about MLK. When I say everything's about MLK, I'm not saying that in a good way because a lot of what they say is what they say every year. That's why this year I try to do something totally different, which was bring on someone with a very important message that could take the conversation in a direction I think that's actually more illuminating than the same old tropes and we push back on every year, which is what Cornel West called the Santa Clausification of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. How they neuter him and to plug holes, neuter him and then use him as a substance to plug holes in their garbage history of this country. And the racist, to try to use him as a bomb for their horrible policies against African Americans, as if we somehow turn some type of racial corner when we really haven't. So, welcome to it. So, and when I looked today, I said, okay, I had a great interview with Sean Rochester, who wrote the Black Tax. And we're still pushing that because it's a hell of a book and it gets right to it. If you don't have time to read 135 pages to understand what's going on with black people in America and how we got here in this place where the average black family owns a tenth of the wealth of the average white family. If you don't have time to spend, I don't know, maybe 2 hours to read that, I guess you really don't want to know. I guess that's what that is, really. So we could just admit that you don't really give a damn. You just like to come in my mentions and say things, but you don't really want to understand. You want to spout whatever your racist friends told you. So whether you're a Trump supporter, whether you're a Biden supporter, whether you're independent, whatever you are, that's a good book to have in order to understand this. Understand your country. Understand the history of your country. So go do that. That'd be great. So we had a great opportunity to talk, and it was good. It was dope. It was like, wow, something amazing happens when you just go with your gut. I mean, I knew Sean after looking at his speech, listening to it, after picking up his book. That's when I reached out to him, after I had already done all those things. And it's just great how that happens. I got a couple other friends with books that I haven't had a chance to bring on yet. They wanted to come on. It was just kind of bad timing for us all. So, guys, look, I'm looking at the stories that I want to cover. I love bringing my people up to speed on the news and making sure that you know what's been happening, why you've been living your life, or why you've been busy, or just to do that, right? And I'm telling you, it's very difficult because everything, and I do mean, and I say everything, I mean like 95% of everything I've been reading is about Trump. And I'm tired of covering Trump. Because see, when I cover Trump, I want to cover Trump with substance. I don't want to just cover Trump just to cover him because, oh, everybody else is covering him. And frankly, I'm getting a little tired of covering the riots or the insurgents or the invasion I'm tired of covering that too. I can't fake like I think that I want to cover that anymore. You know? I didn't want to cover half of it when I had to cover it. Here's the deal, man. This is the truth. This is it. We got so much going on in this world that they don't care about that they're not covering. So I got to hear more and more about Trump and his pardons. And yeah, I got a list of people that he's talking about pardoning. Is he pardoning your cousin? The people that invaded the Capitol. Does that really change the fact that you owe back money or that you are looking at a mortgage you can't pay or you got horrible hours or you have no hours this week at your job that you can't afford to lose? Does it change the fact that your cousin need a place to stay? He might have to hit the couch, do some couch surfing, or hit the streets. Does it change the fact that you don't have Medicare or health care or coverage or can't get sick or you got this weird thing going on with your knee and you're scared because you don't know what it is and you don't have the money to go find out? I'm going to bet you dollars to donuts that stuff does not have an impact on your everyday life. And I did not start doing this to have to go repeatedly and cover shit that's pointless, that don't impact our lives at all. Now, don't get me wrong, I cover some things because they're fun, because they're interesting. They might not change your life totally, but this is just it's mundane inundation with this nonsense. I'm not good at pretending to like people that I don't like, nor am I good at pretending to like stories or be interested in stories that bore me, that don't help you or I or anyone. This helps the bottom line of the corporations that put them out. And for all I know, put them out just to make money, for all I know. So, you wouldn't know that there were thousands of people being tested with COVID-19 every day. All of a sudden, that fell from the headlines, didn't it? Oh my goodness, all of a sudden that's not so important anymore. No, it's not. Let's go track Betsy Sue or Dylan James or whatever his name is who went into the Capitol. Oh my God, he put feces on the wall. Okay, that was the story for a couple of days. It's been 10 days. Really, Johnson? Really? Really? I mean, 10 days? So, I want to give a damn. I just can't find a damn to give. And the thing is, guys, I don't think you give a damn about it either. So who are we serving here by covering it? All right, damn it, here we go. We'll do it live. We'll do it live because I built it all up now. Now at least you want to know what you need to be discussing about. Right? Okay, so now all of a sudden Washington, D.C. is prepared for what they should have been prepared for to begin with. It's weird how preparedness goes. When you weren't prepared and all this damage was caused and all this chaos was caused, now all of a sudden, the same people that were telling you that you were going to have chaos and damage, now all of a sudden you're listening, and now it's overkill. Now there's barbed wire, whatever, razor wire at the top of the Capitol. As if these people are just going to come and just lay themselves across the barbed wire to attempt to, I don't even know what they're talking about doing now. What are they attempting to do now? All right, here goes a little clip of what's happening with D.C. They're on high alert. Alert I've never seen since 9/11. My brother went down to D.C. taking, and the streets are all blocked off. All blocked off. Everything's blocked off. So here goes a clip about that.
Tonight, a city on edge, armed National Guard manning checkpoints and police boats patrolling the Potomac River. A false alarm today at the Capitol building after that all-too-real siege that prompted this lockdown. This surreal new video from New Yorker reporter Luke Mogelson tracking the mob of pro-Trump rioters climbing the scaffolding, looking like a medieval battle. Once inside, emboldened, telling stunned officers that President Trump had sent them to do this.
We're outnumbered. There's a million of us out there, and we are listening to Trump. You're a boss. Is this the city?
And the chilling search for Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Inside the Senate chamber, insurrection.
There's got to be something in here we can use against.
I think Cruz would want us to do this, so
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we're good.
For the first time, we see a lone Capitol police officer in the chambers.
Okay, just want to let you guys know this is like the sacredest place.
I know. Hey, no, I'm gonna take it. Sit in this chair, because Mike Pence is a traitor.
The QAnon follower Jacob Chansley leaving that ominous message on Mike Pence's desk.
It's only a matter of time. Justice is coming.
It's only a matter of time. Justice is coming. And another newly released video.
I'm sorry, guys. I gotta cut in here because this is so. I mean, how pathetic is that? I mean, I've seen some pathetic things happen, but this is extremely pathetic. The officer looked more like a beggar than an officer. Pardon me, folks. Pardon me. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Pardon me. Could if I would not to, I don't mean to interrupt you what you're doing, but please, guys. Hey, maybe could you if I wonder it wouldn't be too much trouble. Could you please It's not how they treat me when they see me going to the store, Johnson. All the times I've been pulled over driving while black, they try to make up reasons for doing it. Never been treated this way. Never been treated this way. This guy should just quit. He shouldn't even came to work the next day. He should have just had his wife drop off his badge and his baton and his Twizzlers. All right, let's see if we got a little bit more. This is ridiculousness, right?
A city on edge, armed National Guard manning checkpoint.
The sacredest place.
I know. Hey, no, I'm gonna take it. Sit in this chair, because Mike Pence is a traitor.
The QAnon follower Jacob Chansley leaving that ominous message on Mike Pence's desk.
It's only a matter of time. Justice is coming.
It's only a matter of time. Justice is coming. And another newly released video shows a Capitol police officer wearing a MAGA hat, begging rioters to help him get to the officers he says are trapped inside the Capitol.
Oh, they can stay there. I just need to get the other officers out.
The two men guide the officer into the Capitol building.
Let them leave.
The crowd letting the officers pass through safely. And with news that at least one off-duty National Guardsman has been arrested for storming the Capitol and other veterans part of the siege, all of the Guardsmen are being vetted for possible insider threats.
The FBI is part of it, the Secret Service is part of it, and once they are certain that there's no insider threat, then that soldier, Guardsman or airman is given a credential.
Meanwhile, federal law enforcement continues to round up rioters. John Schaefer, an Indiana heavy metal musician, turning himself in Sunday. and Robert Gieswine, both men associated with extremist militia groups. A former acquaintance of Riley June Williams, authorities say that's her in the green T-shirt, told them Williams was trying to sell a computer taken from Nancy Pelosi's office to Russian intelligence. Authorities say she's still on the run.
That's a moron right there for you, Johnson. That's a complete moron right there. Yeah, that lady has a born to lose tattoo on her forehead right now, man. That right there is, I don't even know what to do with that. I mean, I know people have been saying, Tim, this is all a hoax. It's all BS. You shouldn't be paying any attention to it. And for her, I hope so, because that's a lot of time. That's like espionage level. We know what they do to people that aren't spying. So if you running and you did that, woo, Lord, child. Give it up for the black cop who was trying to save the white cops from the white guys and with the... Jesus Christ, man. I don't want to cover that anymore. Do with it as you will. I'm tired of arguing with people about this stuff. I'm tired of people making well, they're not really, these people are not the problem, Tim. Really? They're not the problem. They're not the problem. I'm not saying that they're the only problem. I'm not even saying they're 50% of the problem, but it is a problem. I'm saying we got our asses kicked for a lot less. That's all I'm telling you. So, I see people get their teeth kicked in for less. Eric Garner got strangled to death for a cigarette. You do understand this. You do get that, right? I don't know how long you were, America covered it because it was good for ratings, but the point is, what they did is a little bit more substantial, don't you think? Don't you? I mean, this is why, guys, this whole left-right thing, progressive thing, I don't even want to hear this shit, man. Don't even come at me with it. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. These guys, because Trump told them, these guys, whatever you think, Jedi mind trick, totally fooled, all the fabrication, or whatever you think. I cover stories of black kids getting their brains blown out for playing with toy guns. I cover stories of black fathers and husbands being choked to death for a lot less. That's all. That's all. That's it. And then I gotta listen to you tell me how grown-ass, able-bodied, bright daylight, being told not to do it, keep doing it, people need to just be treated like, oh, it's nothing. So don't ask me to retweet that garbage. No, they're not the worst people on the earth. No, they're not. Neither was Tamir Rice. Neither was George Floyd. Neither was Eric Garner. Neither was Sandra Bland. Neither was John Crawford. Neither was Ahmaud Arbery. Okay? Okay? And they're dead, Johnson. Okay? Neither were they. I wish you had the same amount of consternation that you have about these Trump supporters. I wish you had that same type of consternation for these black people I just mentioned. I wish you had that. And until you have that, don't ever ask me about your party or about why this happened, why these people didn't vote this way, or whatever the hell, because you totally missed the boat, friend, and you need to do some soul searching about what's important. You need to start looking through the eyes of someone besides yourself. Besides yourself. Besides yourself, when you want to draw, we want to form opinions. That's all I'm saying. So do that. But no, I don't want to cover this. This is nonsense. Enough. Lock them up. Do what you're going to do. Do what you're going to do. Most of them are misdemeanors. Most of them are traffic tickets. Do you understand that? You're complaining. Why are we focusing on the people with the traffic tickets? Traffic tickets, Johnson. Some of them. Most of them. They're going to do is GoFundMes, get representation, and be okay. All right. Little bit of equilibrium, a little bit of parity would be nice. Just a little bit of parity, a little bit of the overreaction to defend. It's appalling, man. It's appalling. Okay. Let's go to Trump's pardon. Let's get this Trump stuff out the way. Okay? Only 2 more days till Trump will go bye-bye, right? 2 more days. Can you hang in there 2 more days, Johnsons? Can you do it? Can you dig it? Just 2 more days. That's all you need to do, man. I mean, I'm sure they'll ride that gravy train as long as they can until all the hoot is out. Till all the fuel is gone. They're gonna ride that to the wheels fall off, man. They're gonna ride that Trump train, man. That Trump gravy train. Just okay. So Trump. There was a lot of conversation about Trump. Would Trump pardon Trump? Because they want to lock his ass up, Johnson. They want to send him upstate. Well, there's no information if Trump's going to pardon himself. I guess he still could. But as of right now, there's no indication that he will. What we do have is an update about Trump giving clemency or granting clemency to others. Trump's clemency list is expected to include Lil Wayne and a once powerful New York politician. Now, this is reported by ABC News, but it's other places too. Okay, so Trump's clemency list, though not as long as it was originally anticipated, could include names that will cause another wave of controversy as his time in office comes to an end. His clemency list is expected to have a wide range of individuals, such as former Speaker of the New York Assembly, Sheldon Silver, rap star Lil Wayne. This is all according to sources familiar with the White House operation, but would not specify who would be receiving a pardon, which would erase both the person's conviction and a sentence or commutation, which would lift an individual's sentence, but not a conviction. So there's different types of pardon. One is if nothing ever happened. It's like they go back in time and just erase. You get to the chopper. The chopper. And the other pardon is where they go, well, you did it, but yeah, it's off your record. Well, it's not off your record. You just get to come home, Johnson. Don't worry. Average white guy with a felon makes more than the black guy with a bachelor. So don't worry about it. Be all right. Trump's final list, which is not fully completed, is expected to include upwards of 100 individuals. It could be announced as soon as Tuesday, the sources add. Trump is likely or unlikely to issue preemptive pardons to his children and other close associates, despite weeks of internal battles amongst White House aides. Sources with knowledge of those conversations told ABC News on Monday. The sources say do not expect Trump to issue a pardon for himself. Although the sources noted the conversations have been fluid and the president has been known to change his mind. They don't really know what Trump will do. He liable to pardon 4 or 5 people that look just like him, including himself. The president has been encouraged by his allies to pardon his children and himself over fears of possible criminal investigations, specifically after Trump's call with Georgia state officials regarding the 2020 election, where he told them, get me some votes. Get out there and get me some votes, man. I don't care how you get them. Give me some votes. Dwayne Michael Carter, known professionally as Lil Wayne, pled guilty in December to illegally possessing a loaded, gold-plated .45 caliber handgun while traveling to South Florida on a private plane. Wayne met Trump in Florida in October and tweeted a photo of the meeting, but an attorney for Carter declined to comment. Now, Silver, the former New York State Assemblyman, the once powerful speaker, was convicted twice on corruption charges. Was sentenced to jail last summer. The attorney for Silver did not respond to ABC News. Okay. Trump issued a flurry of pardons and commutations last month to a slew of controversial figures with ties to his administration. Papadopoulos, a former campaign aide, indicted for special counsel Robert Mueller, Duncan Hunter and Chris Collins, both former Republican congressmen, convicted of financial crimes, and 4 former Blackwater Worldwide military contractors. Just wholesome, great American patriots. For the shooting death of 14 Iraqis in 2007. In November, the president also pardoned his former national security advisor, Michael Flynn, who pled guilty to making false statements to the FBI during Mueller's investigation into Russian interference in the 2020 election. Sorry, 2016 election. I got my elections mixed up. I guess that's interesting in some marginal way. Who Trump pardons. Once again, we find ourselves hard pressed to really give a damn. I mean, everything's corrupt, so what the hell? You know? What the hell? So the Blackwater guys killed 14 Iraqis, probably unarmed Iraqis, probably prisoners, and I'm just guessing. Lil Wayne. And look, at least Lil Wayne gets something out of all the heat he's been catching. I mean, I did a video on this, and I said, we better hope Trump got your back. Lil Wayne, the guy who doesn't even know racism exists. No such thing as racism, Lil Wayne. It's a such thing as having a gun on your goddamn plane, though, isn't it? It's a thing of that exists, though, don't it? Yeah, that exists. Okay. Okay. I told you it was a very short night, but I do have one thing. I have one story that is a good story, I guess. GOP nightmare come true. Senate Budget Committee Chair Bernie Sanders. And all across the world, Republicans do a poo-poo in their pants. So, here we go. Here goes Bernie Sanders. Oh, so let's get into that. What we have? We have a couple of tweets. Check it out.
City on edge. Armed national.
We don't care, Johnson. We do not care. So we heard talk of Bernie Sanders getting this chairmanship. I don't think it's happened yet. It hasn't happened yet, Johnson. But it's earmarked to happen, right? So let's see what happens. Now, in the conversation about it, Bernie tweeted this. He said, for too long, our country has prioritized corporate profits, tax cuts for the rich, and military spending over investing in the American people. That is what I will fight to change as Senate Budget Committee Chairman. That's right. Bernie Sanders would have he would have control of the purse strings. That's it. He would have control of the purse strings. You'd have to go through Bernie. And here goes Jane Sanders commenting to Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley says, time to face a harsh reality. Socialist Bernie Sanders will become the chairman of the Senate Budget Committee. He has vowed to use his position and enact his progressive agenda on healthcare, climate, infrastructure spending, and cutting defense spending. Stand America now. Mrs. Sanders responds with 3 words. Yes, he has. Look, guys, it's hilarious that this is supposed to be scary. Only in the country this polarized, divided, and stupid will we think that someone wanting to give you health care was a bad thing. People don't die because they got too much health care, Johnson. People die because they don't have enough. But not if you're one of these people that's been brainwashed with this nonsense. It's okay for corporations to get bailouts, but not okay for you to get one. Not okay for you. It's okay that every other country in the westernized world has health care, but for some reason, it's okay. Not only is it okay, you want to defend not having it. You want to defend not having health care coverage. Actually, I don't think there's that many people that would defend it. It's just that they're polarizing so much with these cable news channels that we wrongly think that people don't want it. I think most people do want it. Nikki Haley does not know what she's talking about. Or she does know what she's talking about. She just has no problem misleading people. James Sanders, right. He did say he was going to try to even the playing field. Can you imagine being against an equal playing field? It doesn't even make sense, Johnson. Against an equal playing field. Against American citizens being treated roughly as well as corporations. That would be an amazing thing. But you can't have that, can you? Let's see what happens. There's a couple other tweets, I think, at least one more tweet. Nina Turner tweeted this out. She said, "Go big, Mr. Chairman. We have a moral imperative. Hello, somebody." That's right. Now, I want to make sure everybody's on notice that if I see y'all coming for Nina Turner the way you're coming for some other people, I will never stand there. You're going to have a real big problem. You know, no matter what party we start, no matter what you intend to do, those people, because at the end of the day, these new parties that people want to erect are going to have politicians in them, right? They're going to have people that are going to run for office. And you know what a person becomes once they run for office and they win, Johnson? They become politicians, just like everybody else. So what's going to inevitably happen in order to avoid being hypocrites is you're going to have to come for your own people that you put in office. If you are so lucky, if this experiment takes 10, 15, 20 years, and somewhere at the end of it, you're going to find yourself in a precarious situation where you have to come for the own people that you have gotten elected. Because no one's going to be good enough. The problem is the system. The problem is the system. The problem is the system. We must fix the system. Because even if you're right about everyone being corrupt, even people that just got there 2 weeks ago, suddenly become different people and have all of a sudden become corrupt and tainted and horrible. If you're right and if you win, if you are fortunate enough to win, after raising millions and millions of dollars and fighting arduous battles and getting on these ballots and doing whatever you do to get this accomplished, you will find yourself in the same situation where you have people going to D.C. And it would be very nice, guys. It would be very simple. We just said that everybody's just corrupt and it's nothing. It's just we just got the wrong people. But I don't know. Having grown up in D.C., having lived here my entire life, having known people in and outside the government, I just don't think that's the case. I think it's the government itself. I think it's the structure. I think it's the environment, the culture of Washington, D.C. I don't think it's everybody that goes in it. I just don't. The batting average is too strong, though. Yeah, the batting, it's. I think you agree with me. I think it's hard to. It would be hard to disagree with the fact that it's our system that needs an enema. Oh, so Bernie Sanders, he put out a video. This was interesting, talking about the committee chair position and some of the changes that he wants to make in a new direction for America. I thought it was amazing. You want to hear it? Here it goes.
Becomes the chairman of the Senate Budget Committee.
If we lose Georgia, Bernie Sanders is the budget chairman.
If we lose the Senate, do you know who becomes the chairman of the Senate Budget Committee?
In 2016, Paul Ryan said Republicans should be that's controlling the Senate because Bernie Sanders would be the budget chair.
A guy named Bernie Sanders. You ever heard of him?
Bernie's budget, Bernie Sanders speaking out on spending priorities.
The Senate Budget Committee is really one of the most powerful in Congress because it controls the money.
Sanders has been creating a new stimulus package that could include an emergency universal health care program so that anyone can get medical treatment during the pandemic, whether they currently have insurance or not.
We are proposing to raise the minimum wage so that people can earn a living wage. The American people are hurting very badly. What do the American people want, Lindsay? They want us to create jobs. They want us to rebuild a crumbling infrastructure and create millions of jobs. We now have the opportunity to move this country forward with a very different set of priorities.
Sanders has no problems being loud and bold.
Bernie is a man of his convictions.
I think the job of many of us is to keep banging away over and over again and ask why it is that we end up having millions of people sleeping out on the street.
My friend Bernie Sanders, I can think of no more passionate, devoted ally to working people in this country.
Senator Sanders says that he will use budget reconciliation process to boldly address the needs of working families.
We're talking about moms trying to feed their kids, people worried about being thrown out on the street.
The landlord here has started an eviction process against us.
Never thought I'd be in this situation ever.
I have no money for rent.
If we get kicked out of our house, where are we going to go?
1 out of 4 corporations doesn't pay a nickel in taxes. We are going to start to tax the wealthiest people in this country and the largest corporations. We just voted the largest military budget in the history of this country, $740 billion. The Pentagon can't even do an independent audit. There's an enormous amount of waste in that budget, but no one worries about that. But when it comes to the mom and dad who are struggling to put food on the table for their kids, oh my God, we're worried about the deficit.
I need help because I'm about to be homeless.
What our job has got to be is to bring people together around an agenda that is in fact supported by the vast majority of the American people.
Isn't it always great to have people in your comment section saying, I'm through with you guys are garbage, okay, bye. Go ahead and leave, man. Go ahead. Leave. You don't have to announce it. You can just go, Johnson. We're paying anyway. Imagine announcing to the world you're leaving a place where you're not spending any money. You walked in. I don't get it, man. Oh, the entitlement. Okay. So Bernie Sanders, man, I have no excitement about the Biden administration at all. But if there's anything to get out of it, I hope Bernie Sanders will do his best to extract something in it for the American people, something that benefits actual human beings. Sleepy Joe. Hey, and look, and if there's some marginal things that get done that are positive for the American people that's in that, I want to see what Joe Biden does in his first 100 days. And look, here's the deal, guys. This is the deal. Here's the rule. Similarly to those people that covered Trump favorably, I didn't. I don't think I took a bunch of cheap shots at him either. But I don't think I covered him favorably or disfavorably or unfavorably. I tried to, I covered when I had to cover. But here's the deal. If Joe Biden marginally does some things that are beneficial to the American people that helps families, I think we should report on that. If he doesn't, we should report on that. The same way, I mean, shouldn't we have some consistency with how we report? Lord knows I will, because I don't want an entire Fox News. I know it's guys. You don't realize that it's not beneficial for. It's not beneficial. It's a lot of Trump viewers out there. But here's the thing, guys. You're going to be mad because if he does something positive, I'm going to talk about it. If he does something messed up, and if he's selling us out, I'm going to call that out too. And yes, I know you would spend more money. And these people, you guys have no idea the email I get. Anyway, who cares? Who cares? So, yeah, go Bernie, get him. I'm still concerned about Neil Tandy being over the OMB, Office of Management Budget. I'm not happy about that at all. So the things I'm not happy about, these things, that's why I'm never too high, never too low. All right, guys, tomorrow we open up phone lines. Be great for you to call up, speak your mind, put it out there. Maybe there's some stuff I missed. I'm sure there are things I missed. I'm positive of it. I know it. Just weeding through all of the shaman and Twami or whatever his name is, all of this Trump going away party stuff, and Melania didn't invite Jill to the White House. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. I can't even muster the strength to. There it goes. I covered it. It was just not following tradition. Nothing about Donald Trump's presidency has been traditional. Why start now? Well, that's all I got, guys. I love you. I got nothing but respect for those who've been riding with the show and keeping the lights on around here. If you value this show, go to patreon.com, Tim Sig Live. If you want to become a member of the official member of the Wolf Pack and become an official Johnson Johnson, go to patreon.com, Tim Sig Live. Starting at only $5 a month. We can make it happen. That's all I got. That's it. Don't let nobody take your cornbread. Let's go to the comments section and read some comments. Might have a couple. It's late, it's Monday, and people are none enthused. And I don't even have the damn thing up. Gracious. Oh, Lord. That's crazy. Oh, here we go. No, there's no kids in this. You two with the kids, man. No, it's not made for kids. Loved your interview, but his volume was low. Nothing I could do about that. They used MLK against US 2 pacifiers. Andrew, thoughts on MLK endorsing Yang? Oh. MLK endorsing Yang. MLK the third endorsing Andrew Yang. There have been times where I thought that Andrew Yang was being less than honest. There have been times when I thought that Andrew Yang was very quickly becoming a politician. Woo, quick. Then there have been times I found him refreshing. You know? Okay? I know that's, a breath of fresh air at sometimes. Okay? So that's my honest opinion. So at the saint, not the devil. Somewhere in between. I know that won't be good enough for a lot of Yang supporters. I understand that. That's how I honestly feel. Let the trolling begin. Tim didn't bow down and kiss her. It's not the devil, not a saint. I don't know who he's running against. Probably some real swamp creatures in New York. I don't know, right? I don't know. He's probably looking like a choir boy compared to some of the people he's running against, though, right? I don't know. Yeah. And I'm sure people have some strong opinions about it. Cinnamon Complex, thank you. Roger, the cop should have had his wife drop his O's. The Village Idiot. NRA. No Republicans allowed. Okay, Johnson. We got to look. My door is open to whoever you are. I don't care who you are. But you're going to get some truth. At least my version of it. Which is the closest I can get to it. You don't get that. So if anybody can put up with that, come on in. We gotta cheer for you. Funny as hell, you were about to play Bernie's new position with GOP losing their mind. The next thing we heard was a city on edge. Self-taught artists. Thank you. Thank you, Roger. Thank you, self-taught. Shy Spitfire. Kills me the folks shouting out their love for MLK the past few days, who also hate Bernie because he's too radical. What a hypocrisy. That's a good one, Johnson. That's a good one. That Bernie's too pushy with his socialist values and all of that. But I love him, okay? He was a Democratic socialist. Oh! Evil. Monte Kitchens, what's up, Monty? Welcome to the Wolfpack, Monty. Give it up for Monty Kitchens. David Melford, Arnold Schwarzenegger said socialism. Socialism. The plan. Everybody get down. Socialism. What are you talking about? It's not an end game. Everyone deserves a place at the starting line. That was horrible. See what you did, David. That it? That it. Someone says Yang's plan is $2,000 per year to 500,000 people. Hold on. It's a massively scaled back UBI plan. It's not even universal. There are people that are, okay, so UBI, federal jobs guarantees, both two policies I support. I've said this before, and I do. It's just when we start getting into the fine print of Andrew Yang's version of UBI, where I disagree with certain things. People say, Jim, you got it wrong. He's not going to cut services. He's not cut, but he told me he was going to cut. What are you talking about? He's not going to cut services? Really? So we get into this thing as a back and forth. I would have to read his current proposals and see what they're all about. You know what I mean? We got to take time to go through that stuff. Because, you know, and out of respect for the fact that Andrew Yang he came on the show, we had a conversation, some things changed in his campaign because I interviewed him kind of early. Later, some things kind of changed a little bit, and I had problems with that. And I went to war with Yang supporters over that. And I'm really tired of going to war with people who just have a different opinion. And when I say war, but that, they weren't at war with me. I was commenting on their timelines. Hey, what are you doing following Andrew Yang? Trolling them and, it was the other way. So for some reason, when you disagree with a politician, all his supporters jump in, just do this crazy stuff. That's bad, man. It's bad. But that's it. But I think that UBI makes sense. I mean, is there anybody out there who doesn't think UBI makes sense now? I don't think there's a person in America who doesn't think there's a place for UBI. So, hey, man, the election's over, man. This all policies. Cut the crap. It's all about policies. Now, the fine print, details, I got you. I feel you, okay? We have to get into all that to really understand what the impact would be if and measure that, right? But theoretically, right? In theory. Like in theory, the sounds make sense. It sounds sound. All right, guys, that's all I have really this time. Self-taught artists, thank you once again. The whole crew, thank you, Roger. Thank you, Village Idiot, David Melford, Shy Spitfire, Monte Kitchens, Andrew Dwyer, Cinnamon Complex, And that's everybody. That's it. We out of here. See you on the next one, Johnsons. Oh, and don't forget, if you want to cut your cable, if you already cut your cable, but you want to watch some certain shows without paying through the nose, go to CoolStreamsTV.com. CoolStreamsTV.com. Use the code TimBlack. Get a discount. Try it for 24 hours or something like that. There's a button where you can try it for free. But you will need an Amazon Fire Stick. Okay? I think that's how that works. But go do that today. Try it out. Let me know how it turns out. Tell them Tim Black sent you. And try it out. That's it. All right, Johnsons. I'll see you on the next one. Much love to you. Wolfpack.
Cool Streams TV, the best streaming service in the world. Without on your tablet or any Fire device. Premium channels, network channels, pay-per-view sports, direct access to 24/7 customer service. Go to CoolStreamsTV.com and purchase your subscription. Cool Streams TV. We are the best in the business.
Let me ask you something. Do they know us? When I say they, I mean the talking heads on cable news. Do they know you? I mean, they talk about the world as if it's a sport. They play political games, report on our pain, rack our brain to feed the stock exchange, but do they know us? Do they know what we care about? Nope. They're too far away. They can't see us. They can't feel us. They can't relate to us. See, when you want to know what's going on in your world, trust someone who lives in your world. Subscribe.